It's 3 a.m. Your eyes snap open in the dark. No reason, no sound. You check the time. It's 3 and 13. You groan. You reach your phone. The light stings. You tell yourself it's stress, insomnia, a bad habit. But it isn't. The real reason you are awake is far older than you. For almost all of human history, nobody slept the way you are trying to. And what your ancestors did in the dark would keep most people up at the night. Picture a night 300 years ago. No electricity, no street light. When the sun went down, the dark was total. And in that dark, people did something we have completely forgotten. They slept twice. A historian named Roger Ekirch spent years hunting for proof. He found it in hundreds of diaries, letters, prayers, even court record. They called it first sleep and second sleep. The words show up everywhere, in old medical books, even in caution. It wasn't disorder, it was simply how humans slept for thousands of years. You'll fall asleep soon after dark. Then around midnight, you'll simply wake, not from a nightmare on your own. For an hour, maybe two, you lay in a warm, waking dark. They had a name for it, the watch, and people used to that hour. They prayed. They were prayer written just for it. They talked softly. They made love. They tended the fire. Some got up and visited neighbor in the pitch dark. Others just lay there, turning over the dream you'd only just left. A whole private world every single night that almost no one alive has seen. So what killed it? Lights, gas lamps, coffee houses, factories that ran off the clock. Suddenly, the night was walking or going out. Sleep got squeezed into one hard block, and within a few generations, we forgot we ever slept any other way. Now, go farther back, before beds, before houses, to the one thing that first pushed back the dark: fire. Fire kept you warm, it kept the predators out, it cooked your food, but it did something stranger too. It stole hours from the night. Before fire, the day ended at dusk. After fire, the day had a second half. An anthropologist recorded what one such group talked about: by day and by firelight. By day, work, food, complaints, gossip. But at night, by the fire, more than 8 in 10 conversations become stories. Stories of people far away, of the dead, of spirits of in the dark. The fire relates them. It freed the imagination. It made the invisible feel real. Children grew up inside those stories, learning how other minds work. Empathy, myth, imagination. Maybe after religion, all of it may have been born here, in the dark around a flame. And then there are the caves deep underground. Our ancestors painted animals on the walls, tens of thousands of years ago into total darkness. For a long time we lit them with flat electric light and called them still. We were wrong. They were made for fire. Some animals have too many legs, too many heads, overlapping bodies in steady light. It looks like a mistake that let the flame flicker and the legs kick. The heads turn, the animal runs. They even carved pictures onto flat stones and set them by the fire, so the image would move. Some spun tiny discs on a string, an animal standing on one side, running on the other, spinning fast, and the two pictures match. The animal comes alive. 30,000 years ago in the dark, humans were watching the first movies. But don't romanticize it. The dark your ancestors lived in was not safe. When the sun went down, the world stopped paying theirs. It belonged to whatever hunted at night. Their eyes were weak in the dark. Predators were not. Beyond the firelight, anything could be waiting. So evolution wrote one rule into you. When the light fails, be afraid. That fear isn't weakness. It's the reason your ancestors lived long enough to have you. It isn't even thought. Babies who've never seen a predator still cry when the lights go out. And children feel fear it most. Because for most of history, the young were taken first. That prickle on your neck in a dark room, a very odd alarm, still working. Then, in a blink of history, we slip a switch. We lit the night, we erased the watch, we put out the fire, and we sat down in front of a brighter, colder one. But your body never got the memo. It still runs on the old clock. So you wake at 3 a.m. in the night that no longer has a watch and call it a disorder. You feel the fear of the dark, and you are embarrassed, a grown adult spoken by an empty room. And when you can't sleep, you reach for the one thing that still glows. The old fire grabbed people and gave them stories. This one isolates you and gives you none. It only keeps you awake. So, the next time your eyes snap open at 3 a.m. and the word is sleep, don't reach for the light. Don't call yourself broken. You are doing something older than cities, older than writing, something human beings did every single night for thousands of years. For one quiet hour, they lay awake in the dark and weren't afraid to stay there. The dark was never empty. It's where we became human.